Straight off me. My content, everybody. That's okay. No, it's straight off me. God darn it. It's not. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential, or they try to blackmail you against you. They see growth within you that you truly got potential. Try to make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. They want to dim your light when it comes to self-growth maturing. You healing trauma and pain, being patient with time, and they don't want you to see your existence. They don't want you to understand your own vocabulary, unconditional love that truly brought you confidence. You know God's vision. We may not pray the same, but I know I respect my name. I got hate in my vein. How they had to play with spell work in a toxic way. Make you feel like you're supposed to become your worst enemy, but God said none other day. How they was energy harvesting off your energy. Trying to paint you up to be the villain in their story. How they was doing things within the group because they couldn't even actually respect you. They couldn't even approach you at the end of the day, being the man or woman that they are, acting their body weight, they acting their shoe size. Not one law was told when you have to get physical when they trying to antagonize you. No, I haven't changed off of me. But they swear up and down at the end of the day they were so confident. But they had to play with spell work to make you feel bent out of shape. They was energy harvesting off your energy, trying to destiny swipe you. It be the train of thought for me because you truly got potential. The innocent person that understood the respect they neighbor, the one who ain't got hate in their vein, we all not the same. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Or even when someone looks at you like competition when you was never competing. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. You can return that evil lie, and I say that respectfully. I thank God every single day when I actually pray to go with it. Understanding my balance when it comes to self-control, when it comes to discipline. I ain't have to get out of character with you. Or because you was willing not to choose me to respect me, but I was willing to overlook you. I wasn't willing to overlook you. That's what you wanted me to do. You wanted me to get out of character with you. Even when I got lost in my words, I didn't have to get physical. It'd be the train of thought for me how you could pray for somebody most healthiest way. How they would try to dim your light to project the case on you. Or because you believe in your faith. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person. Your vocabulary may not be the same as the next person, but you don't got malicious intentions. We are all not the same. My content is not for everyone. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope all is well on your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you, overlooked you, said that you didn't have potential, or they made you feel like you had to question yourself. Regardless if you lived in poverty and pain, they said that you wasn't going to see another day. Your existence actually maintained. It was the hold on 1 second. You found confidence when you least expected. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it comes to healing trauma and pain. Still being patient with time and day. I'm not itching on perspective. My content is not for everyone. I like to talk about love. No infiltrate over me. Keeping it real. Ooh. Love is my vocabulary. I know how to respect my neighbor. I ain't got hate in my vein. We may not pray the same. I never look at my neighbor like competition. And I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And they're in the background doing malicious intention things to shortchange with your vision when it comes to communicating self-love. They're trying to get you out to put you in the sideboard. They don't want you to understand communication. But you got an existence within you. That's God's potential. Now, I ain't changed though. You always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? No ever trained off of me. Love is real, love is one of a kind. That 411 type of love. It was no mind game, it was that love connection that changed your mind forever. You know, it's nothing like real love. You know, searching and searching only realize that God was so you keeping the real what you love. You found real love, not a heartbreak. It was God's keeper. That energy is different. It wasn't a mistake. That energy is different when you're on God's time and don't have to worship the devil. You know, elevation hits different. When you understand what you overcame, what God showed you existence, to believe in your faith, what God closed certain doors in your life to treat you right. Love is real. Love is one of a kind. The one ain't got to dim your light. Hold on 1 second. You are worthy of so muchly valuing your time. It was that 411 type of love. Someone truly keeping it real with you, love. Maintaining your smile. Not to see you frown. Walking into the love of your life right arms, the right person's arms that day. Someone actually bringing you peace when it comes to common sense. Someone being on the same page when it comes to elevation. Healthy memories is truly a dream come true. When everybody's on the outside world looking in, they like, nah, that's too good to be true. But someone actually was keeping it real with you. No, and the train over me. Listen. We all don't gotta play mind games. Cause it wasn't lust, it was real love. Someone wasn't trying to mislead you with pain another day. The second your mental health, the energy is different because God didn't make a mistake. God allows you to see why certain doors in your life was closed for all the right reasons, saying I do to the right person. Everybody's not ready for the love title. Saying I do. The energy is different. How someone could truly bring you peace even with distractions. Like a bad habit on your rain day at the end of the day. How your past living your reality, they be trying to spin the block, but God said, hold on 1 second. You ain't gonna catch a case. No, it's a trade off of me. It's a trade off of me. How we gonna love your life walks into your life. They not trying to disturb your peace. They truly bringing you peace Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Healthy habits became real at the end of the day. Someone truly keeping it real, but you're not wearing a mask. They was trying to maintain your smile. The energy is different when the world's against you. You gotta love an up close in person behind closed doors. That energy is different. It wasn't manipulation type of love. You gained a lover, a partner, a business partner, a best friend, all in one. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same, but someone's really keeping it real with you. And they ain't have to manipulate when they said God brought you to them at the end of the day. That energy is different. Because that love connection, it's different. God's rotation when it comes to a blessing. Someone maintaining your smile, showing why you overcame that storm that day. It was never hating your vain. It was never competition when it comes to real love. Because someone wasn't there to take your kindness or weakness to shortchange you. Showing you why you came out your comfort zone, you almost gave over the love department. You got tired of pointless conversations, only to realize to hold on 1 second. God didn't make a mistake when you truly prayed to go within. You was on divine's timing. That energy is different because God didn't have to tell a lot. No, because actions spoke loud in words when the love of your life walked into your life. They show you, hold on 1 second. You're very so much thankful that you overcame that storm. You thought you had a heart broke. I think you thought you had your heart broken or whatever the case may be. But only for the rest of hold on 1 second. That was someone just playing with your time and day. Only for someone to really value your time and day. Two different conversations. Doing the trade off for me. How true love is not complicated. And especially when the real one walks into your life. It's that love connection that truly brings you balance. That love connection that allows you to see it. Hold on 1 second. When the world's against you, someone knows how to maintain your smile and didn't have to get physical, have a hand problem, disrespect you out loud, all behind closed doors. That energy is different. When someone truly meant what they said that day, they're not trying to remind you what you overcame. Hold on 1 second. It was never pointless conversations. Imagine walking into the right person's arms, only for them to do you right the first time around. Only realize to hold on 1 second. Love wasn't supposed to hurt. Only for you to realize to hold on 1 second. It was your reality. The love of your life by your side. Now, every trade gonna be my constant not for everybody, and that's okay. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years. A dream come true, healthy memories. God guiding two people to better days ahead. It was days you didn't believe in God, but God was keeping it real with you because God never moved his hands and her hands all for you. Imagine loving the right person. Y'all may not pray the same, but y'all praying for each other the most healthiest way. Good day, bad days, misunderstanding days. That energy is different when you got the right person by your side that actually saw the vision that you couldn't wait for. A dream come true. The right person loving you properly, not having controlling issues. I'm not even respecting. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. True love is not supposed to hurt, and I say that respectfully. True love is not based off of lust or spell work. It's like it's something free will, and I say that respectfully. True love was never competition, and I say that respectfully. It's like it's something they thought process, they freedom, they free will, they conscience, they spirituality, or the healing journey, or little on their pockets, and I say that respectfully, or little on their sight and day. That ain't true love. Only for you guys to hold on 1 second. You're passing over your reality, and you wasn't the mistake. When the love of your life walked into your life, to see you, to hear, and to overlook you, and show you at the end of the day, they was able to love you right the first time around, and that one I was told. I'm not even respecting. My content is not for everybody. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you worthy. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person, because when God is protecting you from the enemy level and the devil at the end of the day, they will never understand how you elevate. And he wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. He wasn't doing it for fame at the end of the day, because when the right people walk into that, they see you, they hear you, they respect you, and they got hate in their vein. They look at you like competition even on their worst day. No, we are not the same. I gotta go, never, damn, you're like. Always be yourself, and I say it respectfully. You know, when God sends the right person or people into your life, maturity is different when it comes to growth. They act in a body weight at the shoe size. Hold on one second. How time actually flies. Sitting at the right table with the right people that's showing you elevation. They wasn't competing with you. That respect hits different. It's a two-way street. Didn't have to get physical. The energy is different when God closed certain doors in your life for all the right reasons, because God heard your prayers. You wanted the right people to be around and not with malicious intentions to shortchange you with your mission. That energy is different. You know you loving yourself. How folks actually go walk into your life to be your biggest cheerleader, not to do you wrong or let them get physical. Did I say that already? It be a train of thought for me. How you ain't gotta repeat yourself to folks that's truly for you. No, it ain't a train thought. I gotta go. Always be yourself. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always did. Regardless who in the background trying to blackmail me, trying to trying to take credit for my creativity, whatever the case may be. When God restores you for all the right reasons, how don't worship the devil. They would never understand God's level. It wasn't for likes and views or cloud chase, because God was never for sale. When God was really keeping it real. God maintained someone's smile when you threw spell work in a toxic way. You wanted someone to be bent out of shape to catch a case. How you was in the background with groups of people trying to get somebody locked to put them in a sideboard to do them dirty, all because of your mental health was shortchanging yourself, because you forgot to love yourself. Because if that was the case at the end of the day, you wouldn't be worried about someone trying to elevate. When they knew how to respect their neighbor, even days when they couldn't see on that empty stomach. We not the same. You know, certain individuals will look at you like competition, all because of the fact that you truly got potential. Don't matter about your sexual orientation, your disability, your age, or your religion. Never give up on yourself. Just because someone doesn't see that you have potential, when the right person or people see you, they see you, they hate, they respect you. It's kind of funny how folks be like, you ain't got potential all day long, but they sit there, take notes all day long, seeing how you elevate, seeing your flow, your swag, how you switch it up at the end of the day, trying to take certain character traits from you, but they would never put respect on your name because it's you. They rather disrespect you within groups. Only because you didn't have to get physical when someone tried to reject you. But God was really protecting your mental health. They would never understand self-love looks good on you. No, I had to change over. You didn't think he was better than nobody. You just wanted to choose yourself, not to overlook you. Today is currently June 17th, 2025. It doesn't matter where you at in your healing journey or where you at in your spiritual journey. Respect's a two-way street. When the right people are truly for you, they ain't got hate in their vein. Respect's a two-way street. I make you comfortable at the end of the day because I was willing to change. I made you feel so uncomfortable because I was willing to choose me to understand the hold on 1 second. You was trying to project pain. The energy is different. I ain't gotta go take for tack with nobody that projects spell work on me. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I don't worship the devil, regardless of the lies that they told on me, trying to blackmail me to do me wrong. But hold on 1 second, I ain't have to get physical. No, in the trade gonna be always be yourself and no molesting intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime. And I do not do any substances, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully. I am not aging on the spot. And it's not a crime to choose you. It's not a crime to love you. It's crazy how you can respect somebody all day long because they have lack of self-control, lack of confidence, or they have self-esteem problems. They sweeping down that you think that you're better than them, but you knew how to respect them when they couldn't relate to their own love language, going with them. Always be yourself, and I say it respectfully. I'm my biggest cheerleader when they overlook me. That was God's vision at the end of the day. Never give up on yourself because God's going to send all the right people into your life with no misintentions. Never get discouraged when someone tries to humiliate you or invite you to a table and say that you don't got potential. Invite you somewhere just to psych you at your mental health and say that you're not worthy, and only for them to have the mindset of envy, and only for them to have the mindset of having jealousy and hate towards you or because of the fact that you don't respect your neighbor. You walked into a situation blindsided. One thing that you didn't have to do was run from your past. At the end of the day, everybody goes to trauma and pain. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Everybody had that one person in their life at the end of the day that did them dead ass wrong behind closed doors, like a bad habit. But they not in their life today. It be the train of thought for me. How folks be picking and choosing who's slow, stupid, and retarded when it came to certain situations. Like that unhealthy relationship that you was truly in at the end of the day. When someone decides you and box you upside the head at the end of the day, you felt so weak, not even strong-minded. You said, why me? At the end of the day, I feel slow, stupid, and retarded. It be the train of thought for me. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. But I very so much think that you was actually able to walk away to understand that pain ain't supposed to hurt when it comes to love language. It doesn't matter what type of relationship it is. It's not supposed to hurt. We may not agree, but respect's a two-way street. And when you invite somebody into your life, it should be no reason why they're trying to shortchange you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or financially. And I say that respectfully. And you never had malicious intentions towards them, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless if they tried to blackmail you against you. Because God saw what they was doing behind closed doors. We may not pray the same, but respect's a two-way street. My content is not for everyone. Stop the violence, neighbor, stop the violence. Stop the violence, neighbor, stop the violence. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, they will never understand. It didn't matter your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. Why should it have to wait till he's your household at the end of the day for you to understand, hold on 1 second, we shouldn't be doing this to each other when it comes to time and day. It should be safe to walk from point A to Z. Folks need to understand self-control when it comes to discipline. 6 feet apart, 10 feet apart at the end of the day. You not from at the end, I ain't have to get physical. I ain't have to antagonize you at the end of the day. You try to get a reaction out of me at the end of the day, but homie was hold on 1 second. I understood self-control when it came to discipline. Understand that, hold on 1 second. You said I worshiped though, but that was never within me. Said God wasn't real, but God was keeping it real. Because God was holding my tongue back, showing me at the end of the day that my enemy was standing right in front of me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Regardless who said that you don't have potential, or they sit there and try to dig up your past and humiliate you, or gang stalk you, hack your devices, and then lie on your name trying to paint you out to be crazy. Because they said nobody's going to ever believe you. Never stop speaking up for yourself, and I say that respectfully. I don't live in fear, and I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless if you don't believe me or not. Every community is truly not for you, because respect's a two-way street. When you have to get physical, speaking up for yourself, someone tried to antagonize you, was holding yourself well when it came to that conversation that day, but they tried to paint you out to be the villain in their story, but that was okay. You put in God's hand, kept it pushing. The energy has different, didn't think you was better than nobody. You understood self-control when it came to discipline. How it took a whole community to try to gang stalk you, antagonize your character at the end of the day, all because you believed in something they couldn't relate to. With self-control when it came to discipline, how can make their body with their shoe size. We hold on the same. Always be yourself. Sometimes in life it has to take a group of people to try to destroy one person. But when you don't live in fit energy, it's different. And you was never doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. You're mad and you're worthy. So they're genuine ones with no misintentions. My content is not for everyone. It's not. You're mad and you're worthy. Never dim your light, never dim your light, neighbor, don't dim your light. Being authentic is not a crime. You didn't have to do your neighbor wrong. You didn't have to do your neighbor wrong to rob them from a blessing. Self-reflecting. Something that you wasn't running from was your past at the end of the day. It's kind of funny how you keep in the real. They call you a crash out, right to left. You was never trying to act the end of the day because it was truly your existence, what you truly went with what you truly experienced when it came to your reality. Regardless if you got lost in your words, you was far from slow, stupid, and retarded. Overcoming the testimony, they would never understand your vision when it comes to your reality. Still being patient with time and day when it comes to hold on 1 second. God fixed your crown. God was maintaining your smile. Regardless if you lived in poverty and pain, at the end they overcoming that storm. They would never understand how. Didn't matter your tax bracket. You know how it feels to be on an empty stomach. You ain't have to act like a bad habit. It'd be the train of thought for me. I wouldn't wish what I've been through on my worst enemy. I don't got them, but they chose me. Or because of the fact I believe my faith. And we ain't the same, because I ain't got hate in my vein.
I gotta go. Oh, you be a stepping on my legs and touches. No, damn, you like all you neighbor.
Far from a hater. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Loving yourself is not a crime.
Peace and respect, you never stop the voice. You ready whether or damn you like go, you never or damn you like.
Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. It's not. You know, when God sends the right into your life, respect's a two-way street with no misintentions. It doesn't matter what the relationship it is. Respect's a two-way street. I'm Nigel on respect, and when it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and my devices are hacked. And one thing I don't have to do is lie. And I say that respectfully. You know, until it's your household and someone is gang stalking you, or someone is hacking your devices, and you're not doing it for likes and views, be mindful and wise when trying to kick the next person down. And I say it respectfully, especially if you never experienced it before. Because a lot of folks at the end of the day, they would never know if they even coming or going. And I say that respectfully, being mentally strong. Because the first thing you thinking at the end of the day, someone's going to paint you out to be somebody you're truly not. And that's crazy. It'd be the train of thought for me. And I'm far from that. I'm nice and respect, and I don't care who believes me or not. Gang stalking is really real. Someone can have the mindset of having jealousy and envy is towards you because they want you to be a crash out. They want to paint a picture of somebody that you're not. They want to blackmail you against you. All because you was willing to choose you. They don't want you to be financially stable. They don't want you to be mentally stable. They don't want you to be emotionally stable. They don't want you to choose you. They don't want you to fall in love with the love of your life. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be at peace with yourself. So they will make sure that they destroy everything that brings you balance. But when you got God by your side, that ain't just different. Even when they threaten to get you locked up, put you in the cycle, or hacking your devices to plot against you at the end of the day. Have your back against the wall. Talk about what your God at now. How they would try to get you jumped or beat up or whatever the case may be. Talk about where's your God at now. How this type of stuff actually happens. And you have to do nothing to these people. Nothing. It didn't matter their culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. How someone can do something to you and threaten your life and say to you that nobody will ever believe you. Because they will make sure that the whole community will go against you. And never not one time did your story change. Never not one time was you doing it for likes. I'm nice and I'm respecting my content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself when I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no intentions. And I do not live in fear, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I say it all the time. I walk alone in these streets, and I don't fear anyone. And I say that respectfully. And I don't think I'm better than anybody. I'm not your genuine love, respect. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Until gang stalking happens in your household, you will never understand someone's mindset. You're trying to express yourself to the wrong person. They try to paint you out to be somebody you're truly not, mentally unstable. I'm far from that. I'm nice and I respect regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me. I love me and I will never hurt me.
Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you?
When it comes to my creativity, I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. I do not do any third-party conversations when it comes to my creativity, and never did. And I say that respectfully. I mean moving forward with conversations. I can acknowledge that, hey, I wouldn't mind working with you, but it never moved forward at the end of the day. So regardless who's in the background trying to blackmail me, trust and believe my Heavenly Mother and Father God saw you too, and I don't wish bad on anybody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Even to the person that sent somebody towards me to try to blackmail me and act like you know me at the end of the day. God saw you too. How people truly do that. How someone will approach you and act like they're so invested in your time and day only to blackmail you against you. And then they sit there and say that something's wrong with you mentally.
And the train of me, I gotta go. I don't know what's wrong with the people. I don't know what's wrong with them.
But I would never hurt myself when I say that respectfully. I'm not your genuine respect. Thank you for your time. Always be yourself with no intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime.
Have a good evening.